We are back with Tim Wurdinger. The game is TailGate Party, and this is pretty unusual for an NES game. Now, for years, I've been throwing my controller across the room, and you were finally taking advantage of that with beanbags. Tim, what can you tell us about TailGate Party?
Yeah, TailGate Party is a NES version of the pastime cornhole. I'm sure some of you even call it bags as well. And what you do is you just take the bags and you throw them at the Powerpad. And when it hits the target, you get points.
So you're taking the old Powerpad that we all got on our knees and used our hands, even though we're supposed to run on it, and now you're using it to catch beanbags. How is that system working for you? Are there certain points in different areas, or is it just all the same point everywhere?
Right. So basically in this game, it's pretty simple. The top row, which is 1 through 4, is worth 3 points. The middle row is worth 2 points, and the bottom row is worth a point.
Now, here's the crazy thing. Here's the thing that blew me away about this game right here. Out of nowhere, from my perspective, you have put a story mode in a beanbag game. What is the plot for TailGate Party?
Correct, yeah, so there's a story mode, and the idea was, I could just have you go play against the computer, and, people probably still love it, right? But what more fun than giving somebody a character to love in this game, and a character to hate as well. So basically, the story mode is you're going to your first tailgate party at like the age of 38, for whatever reason, and you're there and you want to play some bags, and that's what you want to do. So you go ask the first guy, you say, "Hey, let's play some bags," and this guy just blows you off. He doesn't want to play bags against you, and you have no idea why. It makes you mad, and you have to go all the way back to the beginning of the parking lot, and you have to work your way up all the way back to this guy through a series of other characters. And as you go along, you learn why this guy doesn't like you and why he wants you to start back there and come back and play him. And since it's cornhole, it's a very corny story.
I like how you slipped that in there. But it's not just a simple versus mode. It's not just a story mode. You have a variety of different ways to play bags. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, correct. So there's a story mode, which is single player, and the versus mode, which is multiplayer. And then when you get into there, inside the story mode, as you go along, you can unlock the characters and the music, and the game uses Flash, so it saves your progress as you go along.
You did mention the music. We're hearing a little bit of it, I believe, right now. And who produced this?
The music is actually done by Bleep Bop Records. He has a lot of his own albums that he does on an NES cartridge only. His NA handle is Z on the Nintendo Age forums. He does a great job with this music. I love it. It's a full soundtrack in itself. If anything, not even unlocking characters, unlock the music, and you can change the music as you play in versus mode. Another cool feature that I've added to this game is achievements. That gives you 1 or 2 words, and you got to figure out what that achievement means and go unlock that achievement. And if you want to, you can also erase it and start everything back from the beginning again if you want to challenge yourself again in the game.
Do you have instructions on how to accomplish the achievements, or is it more secretive? You'd have to go back and see for yourself.
Right, yeah, the instructions, there are none. the achievements are completely, you got to figure them out yourself. There's one word and you got to what's that word kind of mean? Once you get playing the game, you're like, oh, that might mean that. Another little trick that you can do for these is go to the internet, go to like Wikipedia and look up cornhole. A lot of those terms are in there, and you read the definition, you're like, oh, maybe that's what that means. So I use a lot of terms of cornhole and a lot of corn terms, so that might help you out in the process.
So this is a meta game using a 30-year-old console, using a 30-year-old accessory and beanbags.
Exactly. That console you have sitting in your closet with that Powerpad that's been in there collecting dust, you can whip those bad boys out, hook them up to your TV, and you're throwing bags right at those right away. It's pretty awesome.
That's fantastic. Tim, the game is TailGate Party. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Awesome. That was amazing.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely.